So, y'all seen this? It's pretty stupid, right? There is no shortage of dumb ad campaigns in the history of video games.
Come out and play! I can't! I'm playing that!
How about you go play with a nuclear weapon? But Xbox's new ad campaign is one of the strangest attempts to rebrand I've seen in a hot minute. Of course, it all starts with, please don't go through Xbox's entire history of turning into a colossal failure. It's gonna take like 30 seconds. We get it! It was owned by the Soviet Union, we bought it for insanely cheap, and now they have a bunch of fucking military bases and oil refineries there. That's the history of the state of Alaska. You got 30 seconds! I just want the facts, Jack! 2013, Microsoft had been pretty successful at the Xbox 360 and were now presenting their new vision for the Xbox ecosystem at E3. They blew it by pricing the system at $500 and announcing you can't play used games. Sony has a much better E3 where they say, hey, we're not doing that bullshit, to thunderous applause. Sony has been coasting to victory ever since, while Microsoft has never fully recovered. They've tried to institute pro-consumer moves, including backwards compatibility for select Xbox 360 games, but they just can't seem to regain their foothold. How was that? Great, thanks. In recent years, Xbox has been a distant third place in the console wars. It was bad during the PS4 Xbox One generation, and it got worse during the PS5 Xbox Series generation. It's tough to lose one generation. People were talking about Nintendo shifting to third-party development after the failure of the Wii U. To lose two in a row, it was time for a massive shift in strategy.
Some unforeseen news that has come out. So let's just go and tackle the exclusivity question. So we made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles, just 4 games.
If one of those games are not Fusion Frenzy, I'll buy a MacBook, Phil! You have 72 hours. These were the 4 games, by the way. Grounded and Pentiment even came to Nintendo Switch, so don't you guys worry. You don't have to be a loser and play Mario and Zelda. You can shrink down and fight ants as the Lord intended.
Just 4 games. Not a change to our kind of fundamental exclusive strategy.
Dear Xbox, thank you for depriving the Sony ponies of exclusive Xbox games. I am a well-rounded, functional adult, so don't be fooled when I tell you that if you give PlayStation one more exclusive, my mental health will deteriorate to the point of no return. We, as humans, are tribal creatures, and I need every living organism in the known universe to be fully aware I made the correct decision in Plastic Box, or I will have a full-blown breakdown. Thanks again, Daddy Xbox. Enclosed is my check for my 94th copy of Rare Replay.
It's good to be an Xbox fan.
But there's also the concept of quote-unquote no red lines on which Xbox games are going to be moving out to other platforms.
Dear God, why did you make me this way?
Yeah, so Xbox has done a really good job of talking out of both sides of their fucking mouth on this topic. Phil Spencer, after he took over as head of Xbox in the wake of the Xbox One launch disaster, was genuinely really good at steering the Xbox ship in a much more consumer-friendly direction. He wanted to earn back trust with gamers. He'd go on podcasts, he'd talk, just like us, man. He was instrumental in the Xbox backwards compatibility program, and he would play ball with other console makers. He made it super clear that he thought cross-platform play was a great thing. And the reason it took so long to happen was because of Sony, not them. And he even allowed Banjo-Kazooie and Minecraft Steve, franchises that were now owned by Microsoft but had legacies on Nintendo hardware, to appear in Super Smash Bros. Microsoft also owns Crash Bandicoot now. That's not relevant to anything I'm talking about, except it really is. Phil. But it's always been clear he's kinda uncomfortable with the idea of Xbox abandoning exclusivity. He's maybe okay with making exceptions, but it seems like he wants to have a healthy exclusive ecosystem just like Sony does. Because that's how you compete. You make games people want to buy your box for. Unfortunately, Phil's bosses hate him. So yeah, now that quote, nothing's off the table when it comes to Xbox games coming to other platforms, how is Microsoft gonna message that? Oh, this is where the ad campaign comes back in. What is an Xbox? Well, an Xbox can be almost anything. This is an Xbox. Jesus, these are Xboxes. Are you an Xbox? Please answer me! The Mario music is not official. They're just using licensed music in this ad. It does feel pretty fitting, though. Yeah, people are seething about this, huh?
And a lot of people have been talking about how they don't particularly like this strategy. There's a lot of fear about how Xbox could abandon the console someday after this advertisement came out. They want people to be able to play games everywhere.
Those bastards! Look, I'm just gonna be honest. Please don't be mad at me. I think it's a good ad. I think it's effective. And I think it brings about the change in perception that Microsoft wants. And that's exactly why I totally understand why Xbox fans hate this shit. I've never really understood fanboyism per se, but I totally get celebrating a brand. When I was a teenager, I was like 10 times more likely to buy a game if it was a first-party Sony game because they totally had me with things like press conferences and early days podcast beyond. And now that I'm an adult, I pay taxes. Xbox fans felt like they had an ecosystem, and now it's unraveling. But let's be clear about something. Xbox isn't the only one broadening in scope. They're doing by far the most, but Sony's clearly willing to play ball in other ecosystems too. In order to renew their license to keep developing MLB The Show, Sony had to agree with MLB to put it on Xbox and Nintendo Switch finally. And when LEGO Horizon Adventures was announced, oh my god! It's coming to Switch! I can play on the go and get bricked. Stop, please. I'm sorry. No, don't throw that! Ah! Look, we're moving in a new direction. It's okay that more people can play games that were previously exclusive. I hope Xbox doesn't go away. I hope they always have a seat at the console table. Maybe, before too long, we could see Uncharted on Xbox. Or Gears of War on PS5.
Now, switching to Unreal Engine 5 would make it much easier to bring future Halo games to PlayStation 5. So, Ryan, what say you? Halo 7, whatever it's called, does it come to PS5 or maybe even PS6?
Dear Xbox, I'm writing to inform you I've become a domestic terrorist.
Wait. We never actually answered the question. What is an Xbox? I'm gonna ask good old AI. Xbox is a popular video gaming brand created by Microsoft, includes a series of gaming consoles, games, and access. Man, this isn't what they meant. They meant something more abstract than this. Please be more abstract. An Xbox is a portal to alternate realities. A gateway to infinite worlds and experiences. It's a tool that allows us to transcend the mundane and tap into the boundless potential of the digital realm. A key that unlocks the doors of perception, inviting us to explore, create, and connect with others in ways both familiar and unknown. That's pretty gnarly, dude. I still don't think that's really what they meant. I think we need to go one layer deeper. A shimmering nexus of possibility. An ethereal confluence of thought and energy. A whispered promise of escape. A shadowy doorway to the infinite. A gentle hum of potentiality. A soft glow of becoming. I think Xbox is God.
So these 4 titles, can we say if either of those titles are Starfield or Indiana Jones?
They are not Starfield or Indiana Jones.